Friends, Dr. M. V. Rao here. Today, we are going to speak about the 7 habits of highly effective people. We have already introduced about this book written by Stephen R. Covey, and also we have finished the first habit. Now, the first habit is so important, we have taken it separately. Now, the remaining 6 habits we will take one after the other. The first one is be proactive, don't be reactive. Proactivity is taking initiative, taking responsibility for our life, and also acting before being acted upon, and staying in the circle of influence. With that, we will go to the second habit. First thing first is the second habit. The second habit is begin with the end in mind. Begin with the end in mind. Everything in this world is created twice. First, the mental creation, and second, physical creation. Even to construct a house, first we take a blueprint, we write it down on paper, and then we start constructing. Because when we make mistakes, if we don't have a blueprint, we are likely to make mistakes, and we will destroy a wall, replace something. That's all very expensive. So, you write down the blueprint first. For your life also, take a blueprint. Just like any country has a constitution, we as persons should have a personal constitution, personal mission statement. End in mind thinking. Begin with end in mind is the second habit. So, how you want to see your end of your life? How your own people, you want them to remember the end of your life, the whole life. What your friends should think about your life when you die, what your family members, what the society should think, how you led your life. This is the second habit. Begin with end in mind. In this habit, we write down personal mission statement. How do you want to live? What are your values? What are your unique contributions to the society, to the country? Everything you write down as a personal mission statement. Each of us has 7 roles in life. Personal role, how you want it to be. Professional role, what precautions you want to take. How do you want to practice your profession? Where do you want to practice? Family role, how you want to see your family, your children, your wife. Financial role, how will you get the financial freedom? Social role, how do you want to serve the society? What contribution you want to make? Spiritual role, how do you want to meditate at least 15-20 minutes a day? How do you practice your values? All these things you write down like a personal mission statement. And you follow that throughout your life. This is what is called begin with end in mind. How your life want to be remembered by others, begin with that. That's very important. You be a principle-centered person. See M.K. Gandhi, he has only 2 principles. truth and non-violence. With these two principles, he could get freedom for Indians. Like that, have some principle-centered and value-based life. The third habit is do first things first, prioritization. In the third habit, Covey divided the whole thing into 4 quadrants: urgent, not urgent, important, not important. So urgent and important things come in the first one, you got to anyway do it. In the second quadrant, important but not urgent things come in the second quadrant. That's about your health, preventive aspects, planning, and what new jobs you want to take, what new skills you want to develop in your health, about your health itself, how you want to improve yourself, your relationships, how you want to improve your relationships, what type of vacation, how frequently you want to take, new opportunities you want to seek. Such things come in the second quadrant. Second quadrant is very important because they are all important things, but they are not urgent. You don't have to do it today. Take care of servicing your AC when it is cool, but when summer comes, you will not fall into emergency. So such things, preventive aspects, you got to take care. That's important, but not urgent things. This is about first thing first, the third habit. These 3 habits, be proactive, begin with end in mind, and first thing first, time management, these are the personal victory habits. We get victory, success over ourselves. We get discipline, personal discipline. And the second half of the book, the remaining 4 habits, concerned with public victory. Public victory means working with the public together like a team. It's not winning over them. So in the public victory habits, the 4th habit is think win-win. Because from childhood, we have been thinking about win-lose as children. In the games, we want to win, we make others lose. In the school, in the exams, we want to get more marks compared to the other children. In the house, we want to win the love of our parents over the other siblings. But when you are grown up, in the marketplace, this type of win-lose will not work. Nobody will cooperate with you unless you make them win, and then they will make you win. How do you do that? By developing what is called an emotional bank account, a relationship bank account, because relationships are the ones that give you success in the marketplace, in the life. If you want to earn money, name and fame, through relationships it comes. So if you want to build relationships, you have to smile at people you see. You have to remember their names and call them. You have to appreciate those people to develop relationships. You have to see the interests of the other person. That is win-win. If you want to win, see the interest of the other person first. You have to listen to the other person, what he is saying, understand the other person. This is how you practice win-win. The 5th habit is seek first to understand, then to be understood. What we generally do is, we try to make our point and we try to make them understand, but not like that. In communication, In the colleges and schools, we learnt about reading, writing, speaking. But no one taught us about listening. So understand a person means listen to that person, otherwise you won't understand that person. In communication, listening is very, very important if you want success in life. We generally ignore many things. We don't listen properly. Or we listen with an intent to give a reply. So, listening is very important skill to develop. You not only listen with your ears, you listen with your eyes and heart also. You understand his feelings. Unless you empathize with him, you cannot understand with his feelings. This is the highest form of listening, is called empathic listening. The sixth habit is synergize. Work like a team in the home, with your children, with your siblings, outside, while serving people in the society. Be a leader. Work like a team. There is synergy in nature everywhere. For example, we take oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. The plants take the carbon dioxide we breathed out, and they leave out oxygen for us. In the sky you see birds how they fly. They fly in a V shape because the first bird takes the strain of flying and all the remaining birds behind relax. Then after some time the last bird goes to the first and takes the strain. Working together like a team will give you success. That is called synergy. In medicine we have synergy by combining two drugs like ampicillin, cloxacillin. When it is combined, you can kill all the gram-negative as well as gram-positive organisms. So learn from nature, learn from birds, learn from ants, how they work, learn from honeybees. So work like a team between husband and wife, between children and parents. In the software companies, how they work, a teamwork. Unless a teamwork is there, you can't work in the software company. The last habit, the seventh habit is sharpen the saw. A woodcutter, unless he spends some 10 minutes sharpening his saw in the morning, he can't cut. So you got to sharpen your saw, that is your mind and body. For example, in the physical realm, you sharpen your saw, your body, by daily exercise, at least 45 minutes per day, 5 days a week, then taking proper balanced diet, and also sound sleep for 7 to 8 hours. That's how you sharpen your saw in the physical dimension. In the mental dimension, positive mental attitude, very important, and also stress management in the mental dimension. Also you read some important books like the 7 Habits book. In the social dimension, you develop relationships. You do some service in the society. Service is the rent we pay for living on this planet. Giving is living. So that's how you sharpen your saw. In the spiritual dimension, you sharpen your saw by meditation, also by following your values You show to the world, these are my values. So this is how the public victory, 3 habits will go, the 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. So totally there are 7 habits, 3 in the private victory, 4 in the public victory, and this is one of the best books a person can invest his time and energy. Please like this video, and if you like, you share with your friends, and also subscribe to the channel by pressing the bell button. Thank you very much.